Didn't think the review was coming, did you? Well, it is here. Alright, so if you will, from please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's late, but I want to get this review out because I did promise I was going to do this and I was going to review Backrooms. So I want to do this first because this is a movie I saw now about a week and a half ago. And there's a reason why it took so long to review Marty Supreme. So that's the movie that I'm going to be reviewing is Marty Supreme, directed by Josh Safdie. I believe Josh Safdie. So that is one half of the Safdie brothers. If you're familiar with the Safdie brothers, the other half just did The Punching Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and they also both directed Uncut Gems, starring Adam Sandler. I'm blanking on his name. Uncut Gems starring Adam Sandler. A movie I meant to watch and I just never got around to it. And they also did a movie called Good Times starring Robert Pattinson. So this is Marty Supreme, period piece. Takes place back in New York, 1952. Stars Timothy Chalamet, Odessa Azion, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Tyler Akonma. And if you know who Tyler Akonma is, it's Tyler the Creator. So Timothy Chalamet, he basically plays Marty Mauser, and Marty Mauser, he's this sort of really slick talking guy, kind of an asshole a little bit, and he is trying to get on a cruise so he can go to Japan and basically participate in this ping pong tournament. You know, ping pong tournaments. Well, they still got ping pong tournaments now, but ping pong tournaments were just like a really big deal back in the day. And Marty's really good at ping pong, and he occasionally hangs out with his best friend Wally, who is played by Tyler the Creator, and he has his girlfriend, lifelong love, Rachel Misler, and she is played by Odessa Azion, who I really find to be strangely attractive. That is a really beautiful woman. So, but so Odessa Azion, like I said, plays his love interest, and he also often runs into this aging actress who is she's retired. Uh, she's married. She's not very happy in her marriage. He runs into her. Um, and like I said, he's basically trying to get to this ping pong tournament, and he's basically trying to do anything he can to get money to get to this ping pong tournament. And one thing I will say about this, so this is my first Safdie Brothers movie. I haven't seen their other stuff, and I will say I like the attention to detail, especially on the period piece settings. I think those look really nice. The acting is really good. I actually do like the dialogue in this movie as well too. He's actually really good. I see why the Safdie brothers um are considered like really good writers and directors. Uh oh man. Yeah, it's late, man. It's almost 1:30 in the morning here in Ohio, but so that's I think that's what makes them uh really good. And honestly, you could tell when you watch the dialogue or when you watch this movie and you see the set pieces how there's a lot of 1950s aesthetic, but they don't try to go too like crazy with the 1950s aesthetic, which I think works really well for this movie. So and especially this being a 2.5 hour film, I felt like I was never bored by it, or I never felt like it was uninteresting, even for 2.5 hours, which is really impressive considering this is just a movie about a dude trying to talk his way into going to play table tennis because he feels like things are going to turn up for him somehow. He even has his mom in here played by Fran Drescher, who I ain't seen in a while. I was like, Fran Drescher, she's still active because you don't really see her in much, but she is in here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm yawning a lot in this video, y'all. I apologize. But yeah, Fran Drescher, that woman, she so she does play his mom in here, but plays Marty Mauser's mom. And I think Timothy Chalamet, especially, man, that dude is a phenomenal actor. Ever since I seen him in the first Dune movie, I think I seen him in stuff before Dune also, but um, Dune is the only thing that comes to mind. I know he was Willy Wonka, and his Willy Wonka movie got a lot of good reviews. So I think he really does a good job in this movie. I guess uh, I guess I'm getting into my negatives. So and kind of the reason why I sat in this movie for like a week and a half. Um, I'll say one thing. Like if I had reviewed this movie when I saw it a week and a half ago, I would have been between like a low to like moderate recommend on this. Um, there's one thing, and you know, and maybe it's their style and their aesthetic, and I don't want to put that against them because the Safdie brothers, all their movies have been getting good reviews. I just never seen any of them, and I wanted to get around to watching them. So watching this movie, I don't like the main character, Marty Mauser. I really hate his character, and so and they try to so they do try to make it because not only is he an asshole, he's arrogant, he's immature, um, he's egotistical, he's kind of a narcissist, and he's fucking dangerous. Like like even watching this movie, I was like, this guy's a danger to the people around him. Like there's like parts where like the mob is kind of involved and they're not like fucking around. Like like he could genuinely like get people hurt, and he just takes no responsibility for what he does throughout the entire film. Now they do give him this redemption arc. Okay, my problem with his redemption arc is I have to sit through a 2.5 hour film. Okay, yeah, like I had to sit through a 2.5 hour film. They don't redeem this guy until like maybe the last 20 minutes of the film. So I had to sit through over 2 hours of them not redeeming this guy at all. This guy is like, I was like, this guy's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I did not like him. I didn't like him. And then I just thought the redemption arc, in my opinion, it just came a little too late for me. Like I said, like it's getting good reviews, it's getting very glowing reviews. I think even Timothy Chalamet and Tyler Creator got nominated, which is weird because I Tyler Creator is barely in this movie. He's in here maybe a few scenes, but he's not really in the movie like that. But when he is in the movie, I will say he's good. I like his character Wally, but I just some of the characters in here are just even the characters you're supposed to root for. I just felt like some were like unlikable. Even Odessa Asian's character, I didn't really like her character that much. Like she's unlikable too. Um, sorry, I just don't. And I have to follow the main character for 2.5 hours, and if I don't like him for over 2 hours, and then you try to redeem him eventually, it's like I don't really care anymore. There's even that scene at the end. There is a ending scene where I thought uh and I guess he's loosely okay. I guess it says here he's loosely based on a real life table tennis player named Marty Reisman, who's back in the 50s. Uh, but yeah, I didn't like his character, man. I did not like his character. Even when it ended, I still didn't care for him. I just wanted nothing good for this character. But like I said, the movie, it is a well written film. It is well directed. The dialogue is good. I think the acting is Oscar worthy performances across the board. Um, I just don't. I That's my thing. Is I've just never liked unlikable characters, and if this is a trick or something, the Safdie brothers do with their characters. Um, 'Cause shout out to my best friend too. By the way, he did tell me the Safdie brothers do make these unlikable characters. So I don't know if I'm going to be a fan of too many of their movies. If this is how their characters are, I'm just being very honest. I cannot. That's the reason why I really sat on this review for a very long time, because I was like, man, there's a lot of people who like this movie, and I don't think I'm going to like it as much as they do, because I don't like it. I don't know if I'm even going to go back and watch this, watch this again, because like I had to sit through 2.5 hours and watch this guy that I don't like. Um, and I'm just not an unlikable character person. I'm sorry. You got to give me some redemption a little sooner than the last 20 minutes of the film. Uh, yeah. So, but I will. I did bump up my rating. Like I said, it was gonna be a low to moderate recommend. If I reviewed it then, and so I had to marinate on it, center for like a week and a half. Um, but actually having to sit there and think about it, I like the movie a lot more than what I thought I did. Um, I can't go quite high on it, but this is going to be a solid recommend. It's going to be a solid. So, and think about a solid recommend is like an 8 out of 10, right? So that's still not bad. Uh, yeah. So I'm gonna go solid recommend for Marty Supreme. Uh, I liked everything else, just the unlikable characters I couldn't get behind in this, and I pretty much was hate watching them the entire film. If you want me to be very honest with you, I just felt nothing for not too many of the characters in this movie. But that's my review. So Marty Supreme, solid recommend. Um, So yeah, tell me what you thought about the movie. You probably did like it. Maybe you like me. Maybe you hated it more than I did. Whether whatever your reason or concern, please put that in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next review. Peace.